In this video, I was heading into my MFM appointment to check on the babies, and during our scan, the ultrasound tech immediately walked out and walked back in just to make sure she was checking the right parameters. Once she sent me back to the doctor's office to speak with him, they actually came back and got me and went back for more ultrasound pics. And that's when the MFM walked in and said, I need you to go home, pack your bags, and go to Houston. As you can see, I was already in my boots, very Western. Kind of figured that morning that this would be a possibility. So we went ahead and got in the car, made arrangements for our kids and animals, and drove the 9 hours to Houston. The next morning, I met with the team, and they did an ultrasound. At this point, they determined that I was at stage 3, TTTS and TAPS. I originally was suspecting that we just had TAPS. By the time I got to Houston, they realized that I also had twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. I was sent into the women's pavilion, and the team here, after analyzing me, said they highly recommend I go in for surgery the same day. There was 2 other mothers ahead of me, so we had a little bit of time to hang out in the suite before I was taken back to operation. The anesthesiologist was amazing and held my hand throughout this procedure since my husband wasn't allowed to come back there. We stayed for a whole nother day before I was discharged from the hospital, and he gave me the cutest little heart bandage. Sorry for the blood, but it's a wound where they had made the incision, so it's going to have a little bit of a leakage. I was so nervous to go in that next morning and actually be scanned to see the girls had a heart rate. It was the 4th of July. That's how we spent the celebration of the 4th. In the hospital, waiting ultrasounds, and then realizing, yes, both girls still have a heartbeat, even though it'll be days or weeks before we'll see they'll recover. Kept checking on my belly because I was so intensely sore. And even though I was under mild sedation, but awake, and you could see these spirit numbers that popped up as I was sitting in that room, I could feel the laser like welding my placenta in half. It was the strangest feeling. I was so excited to be discharged and head back home so that I could see my children. And thankfully, my parents took them after a night they were watched by one of my staff members, and they were able to do fireworks and enjoy the 4th of July as normal. I, on the other hand, had a very long, now a 9-hour drive back after surgery where I was so incredibly sore, but we're thankful for the amazing team there that noticed the problem immediately, got us into this fetoscopic photocoagulation laser treatment. I treated myself to some ice cream on the way home, of course, stopping you every 2 hours to stretch my legs, go to the bathroom, and just take it easy on the way back. Here you see my children enjoying the 4th of July at my parents' beach property. We are still waiting to go back to the MFM appointment and see how the girls are doing. I'm hoping that will be tomorrow. Currently about 48 hours post-operation. I'm still not able to do a lot of heavy activity. I get worn out if I get up and walk around too very much. But otherwise, I feel pretty good. The incision site, of course, to be expected, is extremely sore, and we will find out in a few days if the girls recovered. This is us driving back through the Mobile area as we head back to the state line of Florida, where we now live. If any of you are going through this, I hope this video gives you a little bit of insight of what to expect if you are diagnosed, and give my followers and my friends just a little bit of an update of how we're doing after the surgery. So we'll keep you posted in the next video. Thanks for watching.